Looks like a mountain with snow. They look so cute. What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making some soft and chewy chocolate cookies. So the ingredients you're gonna need are 3/4 cups of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cups of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then coarse sugar or salt for sprinkling. I'm gonna be using my coarse kosher salt for the top of the cookies to give it some texture. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I need to go grab my baking sheet. You're gonna need a baking sheet with some parchment paper on the top, and then also a large bowl with a whisk because we're gonna be whisking our dry ingredients. Got a large bowl. Oh, forgot my whisk. Always forget my whisk. My favorite whisk. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is sift our flour and our baking soda and salt, and then also our cocoa powder, 2/3 cups of cocoa powder. So let me just go ahead and show you guys the process here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is very rainy in Scottsdale today. Box. It's always nice to open a new package. So we need 2/3 cups of cocoa powder. Alrighty, let's go ahead and sift our cocoa powder. So that's 1. Ooh, this is messy. 2. Go ahead and gently sift this so that way there are no clumps in our cookies. We want our cookies to be nice and smooth. Mash up these clumps. Perfect, wow. Beautiful, let me show you. Look at that, beautiful cocoa powder. That is satisfying. That is so satisfying. Okay, now let's sift our flour. Okay, this might take a little bit longer. There we go, that's faster. Perfect, only a few clumps in the flour. Okay, now let's sift our baking powder and salt. Baking powder and salt. Boom. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Let's give you a nice look. Wow. Looks like a mountain with snow. Now let's see what we are going to do here. We're gonna go over to our stand mixer with our eggs and our butter and our vanilla. In the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, beat the butter and sugar on medium to high speed. Making sure you guys are still there. Okay, blah, 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 beat on high speed. Add the eggs one at a time, mixing after each. Add until, okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is on medium to high speed with my little handy dandy stand mixer right there. We're just going to beat our butter with a paddle attachment, and then we're going to our eggs one at a time, mix it until it's combined, then add the other egg, right? And then we're going to add the vanilla, mix in our dry ingredients until just combined. So yeah, take you guys over here. Forget my vanilla and my sugar, my cane sugar. Paddle attachment to our stand mixer. We'll start mixing our butter, eggs, and all the ingredients. And the cocoa powder. I love cocoa powder. My butter has been sitting out pretty much the whole day, so shouldn't take too long for the butter to get nice and creamy. One at a time. Boom. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients. So we add dry ingredients. Wow, it smells so good. It smells so chocolatey. But yeah, it's looking pretty dry right now, so we're just gonna wait for it to really combine, get a little bit more wet. So yeah, gonna let it mix for a little bit, and then we're going to shape it. Go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Show you guys what it looks like. Yum! So good and chocolatey, and it's definitely looking more wet, so that's a good sign. So give me 1 second. Okay guys, so I have to show you. Wow. It smells so good. Look how good it looks. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so now we're just going to shape our cookies into little balls, and then we're going to place it on our baking sheet, and then we're gonna bake it for 9 minutes. So yeah, let me go grab my baking sheet really quick. Show you guys the process here. Making cookies is always so exciting. So exciting. All right, so I just have, I'm gonna get a little bit more on this one. Gonna make sure I roll them out really nicely. Oh yeah, that looks good. Just gonna place it right there. It is smelling so good and so chocolatey. Usually I make chocolate chip cookies. I've never made just like straight up cocoa powder chocolate cookies. So I'm excited about this. This is gonna be so good with like some milk. Oh, I wish I had chocolate milk. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up because as you know, it's a bit time consuming. So I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll show you guys the end result. Okay guys, so the oven just went off. So that means our oven is ready and preheated. And then also I finished the cookies and still have a little bit left. Go ahead and put these in the oven for 9 minutes. Or I might even do 8 minutes. I like my cookies just a little bit undercooked, so yeah, let's go ahead and see here. Set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, counting down.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of, I'm gonna portion these out into little dough balls. And then I will show you guys the finished result of our cookies. Usually when I make cookies, you can store your cookies for like a week. Sometimes I can push it like longer than a week. Once we take the cookies out, we're gonna let it sit, bake until the edges are crisp, about 9 minutes. Immediately sprinkle with coarse sugar or salt. I'm using salt. Let cool in the pan for a few minutes. Then transfer to a wire rack to cool completely. Okay, so I'm probably gonna leave it on the baking sheet for like 5 minutes. Once they come out, I'm just gonna sprinkle it with coarse salt. Oh my gosh, you guys, the cookies are done. They look so cute. Now, the salt is not sticking on the top, but I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, they're still really soft, so I'm just gonna let these sit on the pan for a few more minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my portioned cookie dough balls on the baking sheet and cook these up. And then I will try some cookies with you guys. So yeah, wow, so freaking delicious. Look how gooey, oh my gosh. I love my cookies like slightly undercooked because they're like super soft and everything. And the salt actually did stick to the top of them. I mean, some of it's falling off, but it's pretty much sticking at this point, so this is so good. It melts in your mouth. Wow. And I love the salt on the top. Sweet and salty, so good. Oh my word. Smooth, wow.
life into something that you could never own.
I have Powerade. I don't have milk, but I have Powerade.
I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me.